Big finish. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. I'm Christopher Dahl. Hey, I think I got my microphone up a little too hot. Sorry about that. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's a Wednesday night, and we're live from the Space Art by Christopher Dahl Studios. And hey, in honor of my Pacific Northwest roots, relatives, and all my friends in Canada, I'm going flannel. I'm crossing the streams, Vinkman. I've flannel and hoodie. It's because it's cold. It's just cold enough down here where I wanted to add an extra layer. But so welcome to my cold basement. It's not too bad. Anyhow, let's see. It's an odd setup today because we're going to do something a little different tonight. We are going to be working on, we're going to do some model work tonight. You've been asking for it, and we are now going to do some models. But not only that, let me just move this thing on over there. There we go. Not only that, we are also going to be looking at a few things from last week, which is going to be kind of fun. So, hey, welcome aboard. I think I'm gonna go without music tonight. We're just gonna make it a community effort. Just the silence and me and you. So welcome aboard. Hope everyone's doing good. Let's kick it on over to the art view. Hey, Rhonda's here. How you doing? Greetings. And Susan Treves. Hey, greetings, both of you. Hello. And welcome aboard tonight. Thank you. Nanu's here. Hey. We're in the basement studio. I'm at a different desk right now, which is this is really cool. I've been wanting to do the model desk view for a long time, and oh, looks like my camera's a little. This is the stuff I want to test. I've got a rig above me. Maybe you'll be able to see it here actually. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna let's just pull that on down there. There we go. The old model surface. Yes, still alive. Oh, good. I'm very happy, Rhonda. I know you weren't feeling so great last week. Glad that you're pulling through. I got hit with something myself over the weekend, and just into the Monday and Tuesday, I was just it knocked me on my butt. I have no idea. Hey, mediocre models. Hey, how you doing tonight? Greetings. You tuned into the right night. Well, it's not going to be great models, but it's going to be fun. I can't wait to show you the kit. You're going to cringe once I pull this one out. Yeah, it's terrifying. Anyhow, thank you, everyone. Glad you can all be here tonight. The model mat is I haven't been on here enough, so this is going to feel really good. I have a little tray of tools. This is sort of my go-to set. We got these little baking sheets about the time I was at the Country Village bakery we had, and they worked out so great. I picked up a couple of extra just for myself. Just some of the basics. I'll go through these as we go. I've got some of the really good model glue. This is some old Ambroid Pro Weld. Mediocre is acceptable. That's awesome. Oh gosh. Still not 100%, but not sure I was. Oh, not sure you were before you got the bug. None of us are. It's just that's the way it's been. Yo. Anyhow, so we're gonna pull that out, but let me show you some of the other crazy things that I've. Let me make sure I could actually see what's going on. My monitor is behind me. Bear with me if I am turning around. But here's one of my latest finds. This was from a local vintage shop. This is the vintage shop in question is in Franklin, Pennsylvania. The Printer's Cabinet. So if any of you are in the area, hello, Printer's Cabinet. Hey, we got Iridium here too. Awesome. Greetings. Good evening. I have absolutely no need for a Zippo lighter, but I was fascinated and I wanted one. So found a nice little, this one was a little older. It was used, but I've got got a little backing thing for it, cleaned it up, new flints, all that. Really simple. So I have fire. Fire. Oh my God. I've forgotten what these smell like. But the other one that was really cool is this what was this? This is a Ronson Veriflame. This is one of the butane lighters. This particular model I found out through some research was released in the 1980s. But yeah, I got this thing home, and there's new flint and everything. But when I filled it with butane, it just it just spewed out of the little valve that didn't work so great. I don't have any. I don't have any uh, gas in it right now because I actually went to great lengths to find a kit of little O-rings to redo the seals on these. The seals go bad. They're just little O-rings. But anyway, oh, I actually got a little flicker out of it. That was pretty cool. I just love the size of this. And again, I don't need a lighter. I really don't need a lighter. But I'm more fascinated by the form. It's a nice little Art Deco shape. And then the idea is, why have a disposable lighter if you can get one of these damn things? I don't know. I'm getting old, damn it. This grinds my gears. Hey, we got Wes here. How you doing, Wes? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Hey, everybody. We got a whole crew. Alrighty. Anyhow, that's my little lighter fascination. I went down a rabbit hole. I actually shot some video of my little restoration attempt on this, so I'm going to put that together with everything else that's in progress. All right. So here's something that's pretty fun. I actually did a blog post on this years ago. This is a puzzle. What was it called? This is called Report from the Universe, which I had one of these. It was like a Christmas gift. It was kind of like, hey, we know Chris is into space stuff, and so we had this thing. And it's a very simple puzzle. I mean, these pieces are like, they're huge. This is definitely a children's puzzle by the Springbok Corporation. This is, for some reason, this stuck out of my memory as something that I loved building this puzzle, which I would do multiple times over several years. And I always kind of remembered the scene a little bit, and for a while I had no reference to this whatsoever, until finally, after some more rabbit hole research and a trip to eBay, found one of these. And what I was curious about, I mean, most of the scenes were pretty much what I remembered. And I actually think that in terms of painting and space art, this, yeah, it's a 5-minute puzzle. Yeah, for those really short attention spans. Exactly. You know, I, but I really think this informed my view of painting and space art at a much younger age. Just because I think it stuck with me. And as I looked at the style of the painting, it actually reminded me a lot of John Berkey and maybe a few others. This is somebody who's clearly has some influence of Chesley Bonestell and some others. But yeah, here we go. It reminds me of Robinson Crusoe on Mars. Yes, right. It's kind of like that. And then there's like this crazy alien area with a monorail. That's my favorite. There's like a monorail on here. Anyway, in the video description below the live stream, I have a link to my blog post where I kind of have some close-up images. And yeah, what bugs me the most about it is I have gone through the details of the built puzzle even. So it's like, oh look, puzzle is twice as the size of the box top. Uh, I can't find a signature anywhere. I have no idea who did the artwork for this. Not that it really matters, but it was it's kind of fun. Ah, yes, the back. Report X from the universe. International Expedition Ship Universe 3 reports landing on uncharted planet Sector Antares 411V. Surface features similar to planet Romares. Report number M-316-P. Terrain appears uninhabited. However, instrument readings indicate biological activity vicinity of ship. Crew dispatched for surface check. Next report at 8090 stellar hours. And then I don't know what, I think this was intentionally left blank. Important. Oh no, we found it. So yeah, that used to send my brain going into multiple directions, yes. Anyhow, so that was fun. If anyone ends up watching this video at some point and you happen to know who the artist was that painted this, drop me a line. I'd be very curious. Not that it really matters, but it's one of those fascinations that I've had. But yeah, always curious. Sorry, the drink tonight, by the way, is just sparkling water, just for the throat. Yes. Okay. So yeah, next up, we have sort of a part two of something we talked about last week, the Star Trek James Blish novels. Yay! And look at this. I found actually I just found this earlier today. I wasn't gonna even bring this up, but I found my box set, which is pretty fun. So I pulled them out, and this again, this was another like Christmas or birthday gift. I think my grandparents gave me this set. Or maybe it was my parents. I can't remember exactly. Mission failed. Astronaut reduced to 100-piece puzzle. They said, if you go to Zaha you will die. You do not have audio. It might be you. Anybody else have audio? I don't see an error. And audio's fine there. Yeah, I've got audio here on my little feed, but it's just you, Nanu. Sorry. Oh, that's mean. I shouldn't do that. Had to reboot your headphones. Sorry. Just shake your head a bunch. If I do that, my hair goes everywhere. Sorry. But anyway, this was fun. So here we go. The original James Blish books. I actually really dig this particular piece of artwork. I've got a T-shirt with it that I got at Ticonderoga. But yeah, let me see how I'm going to make sure I can actually see how this is going. That was one. This is before they started numbering them, so I suspect maybe they had a single release, and then they did a second, which doesn't really have any artwork on it at all. It's just a photo, but I know. Sorry, Nadu. This guy's a dick. Why am I watching this guy? Star Trek 3 again. Yeah, nice photo. Nice photo, but isn't really. I forget who did this one. There's maybe it actually says in here. This isn't the same person that did the rest of them. Oh look, it's got my phone number in it. Well, that was written by my mom. I can tell by her handwriting. So yes. Let's see. Do we have? No, there is. Whoa, to Harlan Ellison, who was right all the time. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, check this shit out. No, this is really seriously. Let's see. Will it do that? Yes. It's struggling with focus. I'm sorry, folks. Wow, that's really funny. I haven't opened these in so long. No, it doesn't. Does it really? Does it have anything in the back? Miri. Dang. So it doesn't really say that. That's unfortunate. Anyway. I'll look it up. Yeah. So. Yes, exactly, Wes. He was. And then, my copy of Star Trek 4, which is in remarkably good condition, considering I know I've brought this to school with me several times, which is pretty funny. So, yeah. I'm glad that I have the copy of this. I'm just gonna I'm sorry too, but there you go. You're just gonna have to do that. And Star Trek 5. Oh my gosh, look at this crazy cover. Sorry, I'll try to do that. Do this so it actually will register. There we go. Yeah. Focus. I love this cover. I really think this one definitely needs to have its own treatment at some point if I proceed with these. This is by what does that say? Hooks. I'm reading Hooks, but let's see if this one has anything in it. Does not give a credit for the cover art. Bummer. Come on, Bantam. Oh yeah, well we own it, but that's okay. Damn it, the artist's always forgotten. Anyway, I'll figure out who that one actually was, but I really dig that. It's so funky. Star Trek Six was the first one that I walked home from school with, and uh, this this cover beguiled me. I don't know what you could say. I was a kid going, "That's kind of the Enterprise, but not really. These don't really look like any of the characters. It's sort of a weird scene, but hey, it says Star Trek on it. It's coming home with me." This one was definitely Lou Feck, who I believe did most of the rest of them, but that one was always a fun one. Seven, another just crazy, funky. I really wish I could find the someone's got to have a print of this. That one's not Lou Feck either. That is JB. I have no idea who that actually would be. I'll have to do a little deep dive into these just to sort of find out. Oh yeah, and this one has Who Mourns for Adonis. The reaching out with the hand. I'm sure that played into it in some fashion. And then finally, Star Trek Log 8. This one was a Lou Feck one too, but I actually have. This cover never really stuck with me. Well, sorry, growing up much, but and it was of course, the same one on the box itself. I liked it just because of that. It's so bizarrely not what I've seen on the TV show. Um, but when I recently found some neat close up paintings of this, I was kind of shocked. Let me pull it up over here on one of my other. Let's pull it up on the desktop 3. Yeah, here we go. Let me. I know that's all. That's the chat. That is the chat. There we go. Yeah, check this out. So this is a close up of the of that painting, and I was pretty impressed. Look at the jawline on this guy. He's practically like Marlboro Man here. That's fantastic. And you know what? This is kind of a nice rendering of the Enterprise in its weird, strange design that they did. I have no idea. Yeah, this is just really cool. I was getting a big kick out of it. So my fascination continues, I guess you could say. But yeah, here's a good close up um, of Star Trek Six. I think I have another one of these. Do I? Let's see. Da da da. Doesn't want to do that. Maybe I don't. Yeah, there we go. This one, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to yell into the microphone. This one, yeah, you'll be able to see pretty clearly. It's just kind of not. But I love the painterly effect in the background. All this art just makes me happy, right? Me too. I we're definitely we're we're definitely nerds of a certain age, Wes. And then that one, of course, which we showed, but I did end up finding a nice close up of this one. S. Fantoni, I think is what that's. S. Fantoni? That's not who's on 5, is it? Nope, not at all. Cut! Exactly, right? Oh my gosh. Crazy. But yeah, look how big this painting actually was. Someone photographed the original, and that's kind of bonkers to me. I love it. And that means that there's an original of this thing someplace floating around, or maybe it was the slide that someone photographed. I have no idea. But anyway, kind of fun. I don't know if I have any more of those that were particularly fun. So I thought maybe we had some really fun comments after the review of these last week that I having found them was pretty cool. Now it's made me happy since I started. Oh, yep. But I was like 10 years old. My God, look at the size of that thing, right? Oh, holy smokes. All right, where is hold tight here. Oh yeah. There we go. Got it. I'm just gonna set these aside so that I don't get anything on them. All right, here we go. Now, getting to the model portion of this. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. This was from the archives. I I need a Star Destroyer, everyone, and I've got a really good one. But I also have this one, and this one's bigger. Um, I have a need for it. I'll explain. So, it I was consolidated all of my models when I moved. So this box actually contains kit pieces for about at least 3 different kits. That's okay. For the record, this is this is kind of a terrible model. It's notorious. Mediocre modeler, would you say this model is notorious for being kind of like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, it's it does an okay approximation of the Imperial Star Destroyer. Yes. Oh yeah, the low res one. Yeah, West knows. Yep, West knows. which, which is really a shame because this model. I'm going to stick some of these aside. This model's a good size overall. So it it really it kind of boggles my mind, to be perfectly honest with you. Well-aged paperback books are your favorites. Hey, Steel Fantasy Waves, welcome aboard tonight. You made it in. Yeah. We're talking about this model kit of a Star Destroyer and how it's just kind of I don't know. They get the overall shape pretty close. I have seen one of these built and properly detailed, accurized, and so forth. My friend Kobe back in Washington State did one, and honestly, it's when it goes together. I mean, it's not a. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I see where I'm at here. Still a fun model. Yeah, exactly. It's a fun model, and it will do a reasonable facsimile of an Imperial Star Destroyer, which is here. Let me turn it over this way so we can see it recognizable. Hey, Jean-Marc, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Hope everyone's doing great. Thank you. Snowy roads. Yeah, we have some snow here too. I'm freezing. Thus the I'm not taking the piss at Canadians here. It's just I was in the Pacific Northwest. The flannel applies. Yes, it's still a fun model. Wes says you played with mine a lot. Yes, exactly. I never had one of this particular ship when I was younger, which is weird. I had the Falcon, but not the Star Destroyer. Mediocre says, hey, back in the day, that was like gold. We've been spoiled by fine scale models and Bandai. Exactly. Made it because all the Florida snow finally melted. Well, that was impressive, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, Florida and snow. Aha, Raoul Duke, permission to come aboard, Captain. Well, hey, there we go. Let me just ring you in. Woohoo! Welcome aboard. Yay! I am such a nerd. glad to have everyone on here tonight. But yeah, I'm a little mystified by the attempt at this kit because I know a little something about injection molding and parts and pieces and so forth. But oh, don't even Nanu. I just okay. It's funny. I saw your name come up in the chat, and somehow I knew immediately. Oh my god. I never should have. Of course, the night I pull this model out, Nanu shows up. Yeah, I just need red dwarf. Yay big. No. Wes says, yeah, there were 7 inches of snow with your in-laws. Oh my gosh, they're BB in New Orleans. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can 3D print one and send it to me. I swear you should. That would be hilarious. Make it about what? Well, how big did I make it? About what, 2 inches across? Full body replacement. Well, now my this pal of mine, Kobe, did exactly what I think they should have done. He took a whole bunch of this is like a piece of styrene, right? He just laid in. He spent hours putting in details. And it looked really good, honestly. and I think he made some adjustments to the body and structure. Actually, as much as I was talking about this thing, it's finally warming up in here. Anyway, um, and seriously, this kit looked really good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it wasn't even he said it's not perfect, but I really liked the attention to detail for it. Now, in my case, I have a fairly specific use for this model, and oh, so send me your idea on Discord. You got it, Anu. I'll, I will send that to you, and I will bring it on the live stream, Nanu. Seriously, thank you ahead of time. I think that's hilarious. um, anyhow, one of the things that kind of bugged me about this is just there's a little bit of an overhang where the greebly bits would be, but not really a lot. And if you've ever seen the photos of this thing, there's just a lot of garbage going, not garbage. There's a lot of little detail going on in here. So I think it's either going to be replacing these walls altogether with some 3D printed stuff. Yeah, $10 in sheet styrene. You could do that with the model. It really worked out actually pretty well. And he had some little square stock and little bits to change things up. It was really nice. But the way they engineered it, it's there's things like the back end. This bugs me. I will show you. Look, let me show you the side. I inadvertently put the sidewalls on the top. I was intending to put them on the bottom, but that's life. So if you were to assemble this exactly the way they instructed you to, you have this part kind of meets the edge, and really you want it back a bit. It needs to have a little overhang in here. So I already have to remove the alignment pegs and on both the top and the bottom here. And folks, I don't do a lot of model live streams, so bear with me. If it looks like my camera's not playing nice, I can always pull it a little bit. Let's just do that. I can do that. In fact, part of what I wanted to do with this is to test out my new setup with the camera for the model bench, because I'd like to. There's a few models I'd like to work on with everybody, and that would be cool. So, I'm not gonna light this model, although it would look really good with fiber optic lights. I'm not gonna lie. I would absolutely love to do this, but so maybe I will assemble it in a fashion where I could crack it open and put some lights in if I wanted to. So yeah, we'll think about that along the way. But I think that, as Mediocre Modeler was saying earlier, there are much better versions of this kit, and this is one of them. This is a tiny Star Destroyer model, and I mean, let me just, how close can I get this? It's about as close as I can get it. Okay, there we go. So it may be tricky to see, but there's like 1,000 times more detail in there than there is in this same part. And really the same goes to all the rest of the pieces. But I'd have to bring the camera down a lot closer, I think, to make this a viable live stream build. I very much considered doing this model on the live stream, and it's tiny. It's like way too tiny. So maybe we'll pull that one off later. But yeah, it's a Star Destroyer that actually has detail. So I was thinking what I'd like to do, let's just to get started here. Let me, I'll need this guy handy. I'm going to set a few things out of the way. The instructions. We don't need no stinking instructions. Oh yeah, this is an insert for the I think it goes that way. Does that go that way? Yeah, it goes that way. Yeah, it goes that way. Okay, cool. So this is supposed to be where the blockade runner was kidnapped. And with a Bandai kit, you can have a fleet. Exactly. Ooh, the Republic Star Destroyer is a fantastic kit. Ooh, I did not know that. wait, the Republic, you're talking the New Republic Star Destroyer. That's really fun. I actually like those a lot. I I I believe there is still a Russian model being sold through Revell of a Star Destroyer that's like, big, right? It's 3 feet or something like that. Yeah, that's where Red Dwarf goes. Exactly. Thank you, Nanu. Oh boy, never gonna let it down. Uh, but anyway, what I want to do with this particular Star Destroyer, you see, we have a stairwell that I want to decorate, and there's a there's an opportunity for me to do the Star Wars crawl. Long time ago, galaxy far, far away. It's a period of civil war in the galaxy. All of that, and underneath it, at the where the stair as you're going down the stairs, I want you to be able to read that, and as you get to the bottom of the stairwell, I think it'd be really great to paint in the surface of Tatooine with its moons, and then the um hang the Star Destroyer here, basically pointing at the as you're coming down the stairs. It would definitely be high enough where you wouldn't hit you in the head. And I also happen to have the Bandai uh blockade runner. So yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was a fun night, wasn't it? Raoul Duke says something tells me a Star Destroyer doesn't have a foosball table on board. You know, it it really I don't think they've really done much for the entertainment and relaxation of the stormtroopers. You really never see a foosball table. You don't see a yoga room. There's certainly no wait, what was the old bit? Well, there must have been a canteen on the Death Star. I mean, they had to go someplace for it to eat, right? I'll have the petty alla carbonara. Yeah. I don't think they had foosball tables. It's really depressing. Anyhow, good times. All right. So that went out on the way over there. I have the thing preventing me from properly seating this thing are these little points right here. So I'm going to attempt to remove these and not gouge myself, and we'll go from there. Yes, stormtroopers have terrible aim anyway. Foosball match would take forever. It would be useless. At the very least, they could have given him a shooting gallery, right? I mean, come on. See, this is what happens when you don't take your soldiers' free time into account. They're not just a bunch of happy people in white plastic outfits. It's they have issues. They have needs. They have wants and desires. Hey, did you hear about that new T-38? Oh, well, ba-ba-da. It's behind the starboard ancillary cargo bay, right? But I'll bet they've you could damn bet they've you could bet they've got stills someplace. Somebody has to be mixing up some brew on the Star Destroyers and the Death Star. Man, this is some soft styrene. Holy smokes. Practice makes slightly less awful. Yes. And what is the great paradox? The stormtrooper misses and the red shirt dies anyway. Yes. This is probably not the way to go about this, but I'm not worried too much. Like the Russians, exactly. Yes. My friends my friends in high school thought I was weird, or in school thought you're weird because my favorite Star Wars ship is the Imperial Shuttle. I have the original Lego of it. Not much room in the shuttle. There isn't, right? Oh my gosh. I love that shuttle. I thought that was honestly, I think that was the coolest design in Return of the Jedi. The coolest new ship introduced in Return of the Jedi. I know they introduced some fighter craft that were really kind of neat, but the B wing and the A wing and all that. I know more about this than I should. Uh, yeah, yeah. Even the mechanics on the Galactica made their own booze. Ah, that was the best part. But yeah, I liked the Tiderium, the shuttle Tiderium. I thought it was a cool design, and I did absolutely keep the one model of it that I own that I built way back in the 80s. And that too will get a little revision at some point. Yeah, maybe you should put 911 on speed dial. Forcing the blade? Oh, no, no. You see, you don't understand. I'm a professional, Jean-Marc, which means that if I gouge myself with this, it absolutely will be my fault. Whatever you do, don't put it towards yourself like this, but yeah. I know, I should just grab the Dremel and go, but oh, don't put your hand in front. Jeez. Holy crap. What you have to make sure when you're doing stuff like this is that find a way to place your carotid artery someplace in the direct path of the blade. You've often wanted to get that kit and the interdictor. Yeah, I really. What's the what's the big the executor that I'd like to get some version of the executor mediocre model, or even if it's the little Bandai one. I did like that one a lot. Oh yeah, Kit Bash the Star Destroyer with the wings. That would be fun. It'd be giant. Blood will get me more views. Oh my god, could you imagine do the emergency stream? Wasn't there a guy who did that with electronics? Like he would always plug something in and shock himself and burn himself and so forth. Gray space pizza slice. Would you like your pizza gray or little less gray? Yes. I know, right? Holy crap! All right, let's get this out of here. Let's just we're just gonna get that out of here. There we go. Yep. So I'm probably gonna really screw the kit up by doing this, but I kind of don't care. So that's okay. I'm not sure. Mrs. Doll has 911 ready to dial. Hey, funny story. There was a time when I was out at a work event, an hour away from home, and Stephanie did actually catch herself pretty bad too. She was doing some matting and framing, and she ended up calling one of my other coworkers who did not go on the trip, who came and picked her up. So I was very thankful that Sean was there at the time. Which, yeah, Todd, if Todd Downing's watching, that was a Sean story. So there you go. Chris bled Klingon blood. You know, I like to think that every one of my models has actually a little bit of my DNA in it. And I don't want you to think that in a sick way. It usually means that, yes, I have probably bled at some point in the model. Oh my gosh, yes. Blood, sweat, or tears. Those are the only three. Anyway, yes. So now that we've done that, we also for the kiddies watching, I don't often just glue the pieces together without giving them a little scuff with some with a sanding pad. And these are my favorite sanding pads in the world. They also do your nails, which is really great. Yeah, lick the paintbrush. Lick the paintbrush. Tasty Whale. I gotta tell you, I think a lot of artists over the years died from chemical poisoning because they would lick their brushes. Like that was a thing. It baffles me, but I know science wasn't what it was. They'd be working with cadmiums all day long and cobalt, for God's sakes, once that was in there. Oh my gosh, some of that stuff was really toxic. So, yeah. I saw drops of blood on my floor. I thought something was wrong with the beast. Turns out it was from your own foot. Oh, no. And yes, the beast. I hope the beast is doing okay as well. Back in the lead paint days. Exactly. All right. Now, let's see if I can't... if I just follow the rules here and plug that straight. Actually, you know what? That's actually not bad. I didn't want a lot of overhang. That's actually what I wanted right there. How funny. Okay. I thought maybe I'd have to reef off the ends of these little bits here, but I don't. Drop the X-Acto again? Oh boy. One thing they always tell you, if you're going to drop your X-Acto knife, actually, let me back this off again a little bit. Sorry, folks, I forgot. I didn't really, I haven't been very kind with the view here. Let me pull this back a little. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Um, if you do drop an X-Acto knife, you happen to have it in your hand and it just happens to fall. Fortunately, this particular knife doesn't often fall straight down, but they can. Do not slap your legs together to try to catch it if you happen to be, holding something over your legs. Yep, done that before. Oh boy. She's fine and a beastly as usual. Oh, that's good. Our beasts here are snoozing in the corner. Oh my gosh. Or radium to make watch hands glow. Radium, that's a fun one. There's surprising amounts of radium in not just artwork either, and NASA applications for bright stuff. I have linoleum scraps on my floor to keep blood out of the hardwood. That's a good idea. Some days the glass has it out for me. Nanu, I think about that. One of the reasons I haven't worked with glass is I know I'm gonna just cut the crap out of myself. I'm sure. Yeah, the falling knife has no handle. Yes. Raoul Duke for the win. Tasty wheel. Don't try to catch it, man. I say that, having been the person that did actually try to catch the falling knife by slamming my legs together and regretted it. But yeah, dropped one on the top of my knee and it went, well, kind of like I was up here and it fell just fast enough to stick in my knee. That was fun. Those are the worst. I am, knock on wood, thankfully my injury level is not too high. Oh geez, I screwed up my thumb with a belt sander. That was exciting once. Trying to sand something that was way too small to be sanded at that size. That was not smart. I have no idea how I cut my foot. Worst cut happened in the glass store. Yeah, I mean, go figure, right? Right in front of everybody. Oh, jeez, that's annoying. All right, I don't think there's a top and bottom to this piece. It appears. Oh no, there's a squiggly there. All right, let's see if they attempt to get this in. Please do wait till the knife is vertical before slapping your legs together. You don't have time, Jean-Marc. You don't have time for that. You just have to kind of go for it. It's a different variation of using the force. Nope, no idea. Top, upside down, right side up. Who cares? All right. This part appears symmetrical to me, and I don't see any. Yeah, it's symmetrical. There we go. So, let's break out the good stuff. And shall we have a moment of remembrance for the fine folks of Ambroid? They are no longer with us, but the same stuff that's being sold over at Micromark is actually pretty good, and I am not sponsored by saying that. I'm just sharing the opinion. If there's a top and bottom, you will find out. It will fly upside down if you went wrong. The last thing we ought to really worry about when constructing your Star Destroyer is whether or not it's going to fly properly. I am going to reduce this one a little bit. Hang tight. Oh, God. I should bring my Dremel in here. That would actually be a little more fun, but that's okay. This will do quick work of this soft plastic. And, I'm a human Dremel, right? There we go. All right. Ba-ba-da. Hey. There we go. Let's see. Now, again, I am not at all building this model to win any awards, right? That is absolutely not the plan. No, wait. This isn't the Test G's rocket. Hey, watch how you say that, mister. No. Bum-ba-da. All right. I used to really love this. I still like this kind of cement. It's basically a I mean, you can get weld on basically, but let's do it the nice way. I'll pre-soak it with the don't mind me, professional model builders. I am just being a sloppy dog here. So bear with me. I like getting a little bit on both parts. This kind of cement is really volatile. It evaporates like in no time, but it will start softening the styrene as you put it on, and then I just kind of get it seated. I'll show you. It's kind of fun, but I did actually find some variations of this glue. So, oops, that that was very Huelhauser. Yeah, right. Hey, I have to start cataloging these voices. I'm sure I can pull them off. Gosh. You made me go look at my kid of that on the shelf. I can't tell there's an up and a down on it either. Well, thank you for looking. I do appreciate that. If you see me doing any kind of heinous, like something really like off the range, let me know because I have never built this kit. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to scoop a bunch of this cement in, and it'll just sort of run into the seam, run into the gap, letting gravity work for me here. At least I hope that's what it's doing. It probably isn't. Let's just see. The nice thing about it is this stuff really, it really does weld this stuff together, and it evaporates quickly enough where you can actually work with it. I'm usually a lot more careful with my models, especially if I'm trying to go for, an award-winning model. I I have not won Wonderfest Gold yet. Usually use the Plastruct Bondine. Yeah, that stuff. I like that a lot too, Wes. That stuff's. I think that stuff's even hotter than this. Now that I remember it, I was using the Plastruct stuff for my planets. And those moles are so fast to lose. No matter how you build it, it's gonna be. You're right. Exactly. I was using Plastruct too. I liked it because it Plastruct. Well, that works on acrylic pretty well. I don't think this will. It will work on acrylic, but I don't think it's quite as hot. There we go. Oh, sorry, folks. That's really goofy. Don't be a child, Mr. Doll. All right, here we go. Well, we're gonna let that do its thing. All right, cool. All righty. Where's the? Oh, here's the other half. All right, my other slice of pizza here, everybody. There we go. Now, this is the. I was thinking about putting in the shuttle bay thing in here, but I don't know. There's something that bugs me about this. This feels too shallow. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it goes into the hull enough, but maybe it does. It's I'm pretty new to model making, so I just have the Tamiya stuff. Oh no, tasty. The Tamiya stuff is the Tamiya stuff's really good. Don't yeah, don't, I have to say I don't have any more Tamiya right now, but that the Tamiya stuff and this were like to me neck and neck. The only one that was better than any of these was the old 10x7, which I think you can make your own 10x7 by basically getting MEK straight up. Nah, that base sucks. Yeah, I kind of thought that too. Yeah. You should sing Star Trek. Yeah, right. I'm not singing Star Trek. There are lyrics to the Star Trek thing, but yeah. So at the very least, I could what could I do here? You know what I could do? I've got some sheet styrene. I could build a wall up. Do I have enough of this? I could do that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let me build this up a little bit. The lovely lemon smell of 10x. Back when that came out, Mediocre says all we had was the test doors The Testor's red, so anything you'd use on it has to. Oh, the Testors, yeah, the Testors red. So anything you had to got to be good. The Testors red. Oh my gosh, the tube stuff. Yeah, that was it. Was basically this compound, but with melted styrene in it. I remember that. Okay, Danny says he'll be back in a bit. Cool, awesome. Jean-Marc says, might start assembling model. Are Bandai good? Oh, very good. Yes. If you want to do a Star Wars model, honestly, I think the Bandai models right now are gorgeous. Hopefully, you can kind of. Hopefully, this will focus right here. Focus right here. Yes, exactly. This one is a. Gosh, what's this? I'm getting annoyed. This one is a Bandai Star Destroyer, and I hope it's coming through. Oh, sorry, if I can hold it still. The detail on them is phenomenal, and here's the blockade runner, which is a ship that was always one of my favorite in the Star Wars universe, if you will. And they also have this little Millennium Falcon, which is just, oh my God, I I know I want to paint it, but I there's something about the detail on it that my eyes just love it. I'm perfectly fine not even painting these because I just kind of like seeing the detail. I will actually paint them. These are both Bandai kits, and they let's see here. Yeah, they're basically the same line that the Star Destroyer came in. I got this at Wonderfest. It was probably overpriced. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it was. Um, Great models, absolutely great models. You technically don't have to. I think they're snapped together. Are they snap or are they glue? Da 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 da. Product is a plastic. Nippers required are not included. So I think they're yeah I think they're snapped together, but I always kind of glue mine. So that's cool. Tasty Whale, enjoyed my Bandai experience? Yes, exactly. Hobby Lobby has 40% off model kits about every second or third week. That's a great place to get the Bandai models. Oh, cool. I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have a Hobby Lobby near me anymore. That's fun too. Wes says, apparently 10x7 is now called Styrene Tacket 2. Oh, really? Okay, I'm in. I might have to do that. Jean-Marc says, just looking at the tie advanced in 1/72nd, what I really like is the painting side of it. Oh, tie advanced. Oh, I want a tie advanced. I it's the other model in this box. Let's see. I mean, I do. I think I still have my tie advanced model I built years ago, but I did actually get this one specifically so I could do a nice paint job on it. So yeah, that. In fact, let's see. Do I have the little? Yep. Yeah, I have all the interior pieces primed. I just never got to building it. So that's fun. Yeah. So resounding yes for the Bandai kits. And if you can afford the 1/44th scale Millennium Falcon, is that thing gorgeous? I can't rationalize buying one of their bigger Falcon kits, but oh god, they're nice. It's gonna kill me. Yeah, maybe that'll be the one I find at Wonderfest this year if I can sell a few paintings at Wonderfest. We'll see. But yeah, the Bandai ones are nice. In fact, the I used to love the Fine Molds TIE fighters. Fine Molds did some TIE fighter models. I know I have nothing on here. Oh my god, sorry. I'm just blathering on. Fine Molds did some TIE fighter models, and at the time, also in 1/72nd scale. Um, hey, Iridium says gotta go. Cheers, man. Thanks for dropping by tonight. Take care. Um, I found over the years, Fine Molds did an excellent job with the X-wing fighters, but they did get a lot of little things wrong. The Bandai ones are gorgeous at 72nd scale, so I'd like to get I wish they would do like I wish they would do a studio scale one. Round two has the license to do Star Wars kits in the States, and they've done a studio scale TIE fighter, which I also wish to own. Maybe they'll do an X-wing. You know, they should really just ring up Jason Eaton there and say, "Get over here." No, I know. I'm sorry, Jason. I don't mean to put you on the hook if you're watching. Mediocre says, I picked up the Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper Bandai kit last week. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Very fun. Oh, Jean-Marc, no, this was an older model. This is not the 72nd scale. That was I don't remember what scale that is. It's the old MPC kit. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll practice a lot before going at the Falcon. Good idea. I got the 72nd scale Millennium Falcon from Fine Molds, which was probably the most expensive brand new model kit I bought ever. And I've assembled it with lights. It needs to be painted, and it's in the box. It was a blast to build. I loved putting all the fiddly details on. I think it looks stunning. But again, like with the X-Wing, they just got some contours wrong, and I'm an idiot. What can I say? I don't like that. But anyway, yeah, practice on some kits. And honestly, I would say once you get a couple of kits under you, a couple of 72nd scale kits, give it a whirl if you want them, because they're beautiful models. They are definitely engineered so that they go together like a dream. They used to joke about how, certain model kits, they would go together so well it was like you could just shake the box. Yeah, that's the old cliche. Those definitely were. All right, I don't really think I have an exact version here, but you know what? I think we're gonna be okay. So what we're gonna do is let's just get a couple of pieces here. What is a good size? Sorry, I'm just gonna do a thing here. I kind of want a smaller grid, if you will. If I do, really, it's just let's just do a couple of those. All right. So I need some styrene. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna raise the roof. We're gonna raise the roof. My pal Kobe, he definitely went in and like totally detailed this out with extra styrene and stuff, and it really did a nice job of it. Um, I I think he even went on and rescribed a lot of the lines on the hull, which is kind of silly. No, silly that they did raised detail on this. I think that's a cheap cutout for them. Bump ba Approximately, what would a X-wing 172nd scale will be? Are you asking what size? I lost my X-wing full size to measure from. Oh, I basically if you could, yeah, the 72nd X-wing would fit on here if that's what you're asking size wise, and I think the TIE fighter is about, you know, basically it would fit in here, maybe a little bit smaller if I'm not mistaken. I don't have any of those ones here, but yeah. Wes says, yeah, I have a few holy grail kits that I need to waste a few hours building junk kits before attempting them. No way, not a chance. Dive into it. No, just do it. You won't regret it. I mean, you might, but you won't regret it. It'll be okay. Listen to me. I say do it. I have pulled out my Grail kits, and they're on the shelf right over here. So as you can see, I am actually right here building other kits to get myself back up to practice to tackle my Grail kits. So don't listen to me. He says, don't push me, man. Yeah, right? Exactly. Thank you. I just want to know if I should get a mag lens right away or wait a little. Oh, honestly, I do have one of these. Hang tight. you know, it's not a fashion statement. Well, it's definitely not the fashion statement you want to be, but I do like having these, and I do use them occasionally for models. I don't really think it's necessary unless your eyesight is really kind of tricky. Um, so I'd leave that up to you. There are some small bits, but they really design these to be put together by like 8 and 12-year-olds, which isn't that's not to say they are simple. They are so complex in a good way. They're very well engineered. I guess that's the best way to. And mediocre. I know you've definitely built a few, a few of them. They yeah. I would maybe I should pull one out. I could probably knock together the R2D2 and R5D4 kits that I have, which are actually molded in color. I do like that about the figure kits they do. They mold them in color, so they actually look like, a nice bit. It's kind of cool. Boom. Oh man, I used to have one of those since I was in middle school. I have LED lights on mine now. Awesome. That would be so fun. But yeah. All right, let's see here. Da 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 da. 72nd scale X-wing is about 7 inches long. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, man, mediocre. I tell you, you are the person to have on this stream tonight. Ah, thank you, sir. That is awesome. Um, yeah, it's a lot of fun. You certainly won't have to go through this kind of BS with a Bandai kit. I will tell you that right now. So I'm just gonna shore up the walls here a little bit, and we'll have some fun with that. Just kind of see if we can pull this off. It's an absolute must for when you're repairing amps. Oh, you mean yeah, the mag. Yes, 100%. If you're doing that, like the electronic equipment, yeah, yeah, I totally get that. All right, here we go. Da, 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 da. Good fumes with this glue. It is very fumy. Hello. There's several pink elephants floating in my field of view. Yes. No, that's actually not too bad. I'll tell you right now, these fumes are not as bad as the markers I was using last or 2 weeks ago, was it? Yeah. Hey, sir, still have good eyesight with glasses, but let's face it, almost same. Yeah, I have I have very specific glasses for this kind of work, which is really funny. Last time I last time I had the eye appointments, the doctor gave me not only bifocals but a nice fixed range pair of glasses, so 16 inches from my work surface. Kind of nice. Yeah. I keep talking about this friend Kobe. He used to work in an architectural model shop. A couple of my friends worked there, and they would just knock buildings together all day long with just little bits of laser cut styrene, custom cut styrene. It was just kind of this stuff, just set it in there, let it go, let it dry. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Oh, the 144 at looks amazing. Oh yeah. I I got so depressed when Bandai started pumping these kits out because it was a time when I wasn't able to purchase kits anymore. Money was very tight. Well, when is that not the case? I am an artist after all. We're not good at these things. No, but yeah, it was bumming me out because they kept coming out with these just really cool models, and I would just be like, ah, they have a Millennium Falcon. You've already got a Falcon. Yes, but I want another Falcon. Oh my god. Yeah, let's see how this will look. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that distance. I really do. That to me reads more like what I would expect for the Star Destroyer. So yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna let these guys set up before I do that because I don't really think they're on very great, but that's Okay, and you know, I'll add some more bits here and there, right? Right? Da 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 da. Here we are. Am I actually in view? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's just split this one in two. Split it in two. Yeah, I think so. 2 or 4. Actually, if I do, you know what? I'm not going to put anything on this side because if I put lights in here, there were, you can kind of see it. There are these little notches. If you put lights into the landing bay, you want sort of cast light. So I'm going to leave those. I'm going to leave those to the side, just as they are. Bump, but up, bump, bump. My glasses are adjusted more for 3 displays at 30 inches. Perfect. Drawing all day for your job. Oh yeah. Um, you know, it's funny, Jean-Marc, when it comes to eyesight and working with models. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's actually quite nice to have no glasses on and just go with your. I mean, unless you have problems focusing at this distance, I actually don't. I actually have some focus here. Um, if you can work in a relaxed area, it kind of gives your eyes a weird time to adjust. It's kind of neat, but yeah, too fun. All right, let's see. Are these guys gonna stay? I think they are. I think they are. We'll see. You know, while that's setting up, maybe I'll put the little one in. I don't remember much detail about the front compartment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this little thing in there, and we'll call it good. Yeah, there we go. So it just kind of sits. Ah, get out of here. Just kind of jams in there, I think, right? There's a tall and a yeah. There's a tall and a small. There we are. Boom. Can't see a damn thing with my glasses. Is it just all gray, Wes? I had a friend of mine like that. Said, yeah, after I take my glasses off, man, just all gray. Oh no. Yeah, I hear you there. It's definitely something that will catch up to you, unfortunately. And I am very thankful that I'm still having an okay time with that. Knock on wood. So yeah. Alrighty. Because believe me, if I lose my eyesight, I'm going straight to music, and none of you people want to hear that. Holy smokes. That would be yuck. Thank you, Mr. Doll, but we're going to go somewhere else now. Ladies and gentlemen, I've suffered from my music. Now it's your turn. Crazy blurry? Yeah. It's frustrating. All right, there we go. I have successfully placed a couple of pieces. That's kind of fun. There we are. All right. There we are. And let's just kind of drop this guy in. And, you know, if this was like an award winner, I'd be like going, oh, is it lined up properly? Oh my God. I only say it that way because that's exactly how my brain was operating when I was building contest entries. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really have a good front or back end. God, this thing doesn't meet very well at all. Oh my God, this is just a shit piece. Are you kidding me? That barely fit. It's not my white things on here. This thing would not. It's not the white pieces, the extensions that I put on. This thing wouldn't have fit very well without it anyway. Holy crap! Anyhow, yes. Don't have a problem, but if I take my glasses off to do the AT-AT, I'll end up with one land speeder, half a white weight, 2 Ewoks, and 3 glasses of blue milk. You know, maybe it's the hidden kit that they didn't talk about. Oh boy. Yeah, there we are. Oh my God, this is absolute shite. I'm not gonna lie, this is terrible. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do? It just won't. It just doesn't meet. I need to extend that. Hang tight. Where's my? Be right back, folks. It is highly annoying, yes. I don't think this is going to help much, honestly. That's pretty... Is that even the same thickness? I don't think it is. Oh, no, it is. Okay, cool. Yep. I guess we'll do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich... I'm going to add a layer of styrene on both sides just to give it a little bit more of a ledge. This thing, I swear, it will practically fall through. Maybe it won't. Yeah, Let's see here. Oh, okay, that way it won't. That way it won't fall through. Never mind, I don't want to do the extra work, honestly. Okay. Well, this is a Gonzo model building, so we're going to Gonzo model build. All right, there we go. Let's prepare the inside of the surface first. Get some things out of the way. Are we still in vision? Yes, we still are in view. Up. You know what? I don't need that side. I'm not touching it. Okay. Just the parts you need, sir. And I didn't... I didn't prepare that, but that's okay. This white styrene has had a nice cut edge. It'll flare nicely, I think. And, you know, if I need to, like, support this with some extra stuff, extra glue, we can do that. Excuse me. There we go. Just going to drop that in. There we go. Yep. Just going to drop that on, let it do its thing. We're going to make it as close as we can. We'll just do that. Okay, cool. Now, I'm just going to hold it a moment. It really makes... Okay, so that's going to need some coverage, right? I'm going to need to add some details just to sort of... Oh, that's not fun. I think all my glue evaporated. Yes, it did. Okay. Trying one more time. Let's just get that on there. I am very seriously considering firing up my 3D printer and running some detail strips that I can just apply in many places on this model. So do a strip of greeblies, for instance, and just run them down the sides. Okay, let me do a little check here. Yeah, that looks good, actually. Looks okay. I can work with this. We'll work with that. All right, let me let that sit. But yeah, where's the bottom half again, or the top half? So yeah, what I want to do is like just do some really thin strips of detail that I can just lay in on here, so all the little like boxes and bits of stuff. Just do a bunch of those because I'm gonna have to do the same thing on the top of the Star Destroyer. So yeah, the top has some pretty serious build issues too. So the same thing that you saw me doing down through here, I'll be doing through the rest of it. But all right. Anyhow, oh, that's really terrible. I might have to do some serious adjustment on that, but as long as it gets glued in, we'll be fine. Okay. Yeah. So there we go. This was just kind of fun, doing some model stuff, doing some things. Let's see if we can get the whole dang thing boxed up. You know, that's not too shabby. I can work with this. Yeah, there we go. Aha. All right. Bum, bum, ba, dum, bum. Let's see here. Where are engines? The engines have like virtually no detail to them at all. So yeah, let's put them on. Blame the Empire for the design faults. I know, right? the Empire clearly didn't use union labor, right? So there's a lot of things in there. Giving us a taste what's coming up on the channel. You like it? Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're I've been shooting a few bits. My Enterprise D, for instance, I'm in progress on. I will have some. I'll have some updates on that one pretty soon too. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the engines yet. I might print some new engines. I don't think I was thinking maybe I'd put those on. But there's also a few things. This is like the bridge of the whole thing, and the little round um, deflector shield generator things are comically big on this model. I think to my eyes anyway. So I might have to print a couple of those, and then these are basically wheel hubcaps that they. Well, the model had hubcaps, so yeah, there we go. Just know it'll look perfect from 6 feet away. That's what I'm hoping for. And honestly, I recently did rewatch Star Wars, and there are lights in the Star Destroyer, so it kind of yeah. I might have to do it, everyone. I might have to add a couple of lights, and it does kill me, but maybe I can get a second one of these models. I wish I could have put some little LEDs in here. But I did glue this kit together, so I don't think I can pull that off. It would require some pretty serious. I might be able to pull that off. Anyway, we'll see. Anyhow, is there a bunch of other stuff that comes with it for all the details on top? I did not pay attention when you open the box. Not. Let me see here. I think these are just the instructions, really. I don't believe there's any markings on this one. The Millennium Falcon might have had markings. Actually, let me go get the box. I'm just curious. But before I do, poor eyesight is nature's Photoshop. My reflection always looks a lot better with my glasses off. Yeah, same, right? Hang tight. All right, let me pull this back on. I don't even know why I've got the headphones on. I'm not running music tonight. So I have here. Let's move this out of the way, and I'll pull the associated models down too. Da da da. I'm just casually tossing my model work to the side. Yeah, so here is let's look at them one at a time here. This is the blockade runner, and yeah, it does look like I've got some markings. I are these are actually stickers now that I look at it. And two different kinds. Very interesting. I wonder what that's all about. Let's see. Oh, I still I have a. Thank you, Steve Iverson. I love it. Where is the... Is there a sticker guide any? Oh my God, it's right here on the side. Oh, dear God in heaven. Sorry. Is there another one? This is going to change. This is why I don't wear these. Let's see. No, sorry. I kid. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. It's an either or thing. Okay. All right. Yeah, cool. I couldn't resist. So yeah, so this one definitely does. I'm gonna resist using this. I wanted to paint mine. I was actually thinking about hand painting it, to be honest with you, just because it's if it were a Star Trek ship, I'd be inclined to use some of the markings because they're usually like stripes and letters and numbers and things like this. But with these ships, they're kind of more like, yeah, there was a colored panel, but some of it got knocked away, and it's been sun worn and everything like that. So yeah. Oh my God, look at that sexy with my headset on. Exactly. I'm too sexy for my. Let's see. Now here's the Falcon. Yeah, and we can see right here. Oh boy, do they do! Holy smokes! And unfortunately, I assembled it, so some of these markings would be very difficult to do. Is this also? I'll be damned. This is also stickers. Oh, they're so thick too. I can tell. You can kind of feel how thick one of these things are. I 100% will never use these stickers. And because they're not even water slide decals, they won't sit down on the details. So as a for instance, these 6 dots right here correspond to these 6 whatever these radiators are. But again, I don't know if you can see it. There's really nice etched detail, like the grid covers on these things. If you stuck a sticker on, it would just be like an eraser, basically. Sir, I live in the middle of the woods. I could wear those and even go outside with them. You'd look scientific with them. Don't wear them in the woods. You'll scare the rabbits, the deer, and all the other forest animals. They'll be like, Jesus Christ, what the hell is that? Holy crap. Watch out, he's going to build a model that'll chase us. So yeah, so I imagine, I did watch a video a while back on the Bandai X-Wing and TIE fighters, so I think that they also have similar stuff. Tasty Whale says, I used a marker pen instead on most of the stickers. See that, for this size, you can kind of get away with that, but on the X-Wing fighter, though, there are some stripes, like on the wings. I would probably resort, if they have decals, great. If there's details, I'll use the paint and wash method instead. Cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the stickers, but maybe on the 72nd scale kit, they might give you the option for either stickers or decals, which is what Fine Molds did. And I remember they had several kits that had both stickers like these and proper decals. Uh-oh. What do you do? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, this is Cosmo. Cosmo, my studio cat. How you doing, bud? What you doing? And apparently Cosmo wants to play guitar. Hi, bud. Get that out of the way for you, because I can just see what's going to happen next. Here, pal. Want to say hi to everyone? Come on. Let's see if I could do this without yanking everything off the table. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Let's go. All right. Oh, don't knock off the diva. All right. And then we have our full-scale cat here, which is very important. Boop. No. Studio cat time. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Is there glow-in-the-dark paint that you can use instead of lights on that model? There is, Susan Trebs. There is. You could definitely get glow-in-the-dark paint, or even if you paint the model a dark gray, like a slightly darker gray maybe than it's supposed to be, and you do little white dots on the windows, it actually shows up nicely, honestly. So yeah. What are you doing? You're not my producer is saying hello. I know. Silly. Someone woke up from his nap. Alrighty, bud. There you go. Thank you. Anyhow, yeah, I this has been fun. I think I'm gonna call it for it. It's been an hour and a half mark, and we'll pick some of this up later. I might film the rest of this and put that up on the channel here as well. I'm working on about 5 videos, with the goal being that if I get a bunch done, I can start dropping them weekly and not. Hopefully, I'll have a little backlog. Give me a little buffer. That's going to be important, actually. If you were to put fiber optic in Kitty, where would you go get that kind of product? kind of product. Oh, Jean-Marc, there are. You know, honestly, I can't remember the name of the site. There are a couple of sites that sell fiber optic kits, and you can get fiber optics in very small packages. I'll see if I could dig something up and put it in Discord for you, Jean-Marc. Thank you for that. Hey, Edward, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Awesome. Love the kit. Yeah, thank you. I am going to be, we're going to be seeing more of the kitties. I promise you. Yes. Thank you. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you all so much. And I hope you all have an excellent week as well. Thank you for joining me on my model bench here tonight. I hope you all stay safe and, you know, keeping a heads up. It's got to be a crazy year, but we're going to have fun. And we'll definitely be back next week with some more fun and a few more bits. Anyhow, if you like the live stream, go ahead and hit the like button. I appreciate it. It definitely helps the channel. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. That also does as well. Kitty doesn't come with his own fiber optics. Cosmo probably would eat a bundle of fiber optics if given the opportunity. And it'd be a fascinating way to light your kitty. If you've ever had to, I don't know, remove ribbon from a cat, I imagine it would be the same principle. Thank you, Mediocre. I appreciate it. Everybody, thank you all, and have a good week. We will catch you next time. Peace out, everyone. And we're going to roll it. Da-da-da. And where is the... All right, so I've taken my white paint with my little fan brush here, and let's just see how crazy this goes. This is where I throw paint everywhere. That just kind of gives it an air of legitimacy that it doesn't deserve. You know? I have Bob Ross the shit out of this painting.